Hello and welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been so long since a video, but I did say June was very busy for us. But we are finally home and we are home for the duration of the summer. Well, at least most of us are most of the time. We go off in several different directions in July, and then August everything starts back up again with school. So I hope everyone has ordered their eBay shipping supplies. If you have an eBay store, as I'm narrating this, it's June 30th. So you got to get those in before July 1st. Also, the fiscal year will be starting July 1st, so I need to do inventory. And unfortunately, I have only been home for 3 days, so I haven't had a chance to do inventory. But I kind of want to talk to you guys about the cold hard truth of putting your store on vacation. For us, it was 27 days. For the past 30 days, I've made $24.50, and most of that was in shipping. I made a sale for $15 the first day I took our store off of vacation, which was 3 days ago, and I have not made a sale since. And I have been listing 5 items a day since we've been back. So I've been trying to be as active as possible, and that is one of my tips. If you do put your store on vacation for a long period of time, make sure to list and be as active as possible when you get back on. Does that mean even just, ending some listings and selling similar? It could do that, running promotions. Be as present and as active as you can in your eBay store. I wasn't expecting a heavy lift on this. I was hoping more than one sale in 5 days, more than one $15 sale in 5 days. It was, for those of you curious, it was a Margaritaville shirt. So I sold a Margaritaville shirt for $15.99. But otherwise, no activity. I am paying $60 a month for my store, and I've obviously only made $24 this month, so I am in the red this month. I'm hoping my January and February sales are enough to keep us above and in the black. However, I haven't calculated our expenses and our sourcing in yet, which I usually do right around the first of the fiscal year, see where we are standing 6 months from January. And I'm worried that we may actually be in the red. And this is one of the first times that in a couple of years that we've been in the red at the fiscal year start over, or the midpoint, what I consider. And that's unfortunate because we make most of the sales in the first part of the year. Fourth quarter is not a big sale boost for our store. So it's usually the first quarter where we have the most sales. Summer tends to be slow anyway, but we're usually selling an item a day in the summer, which is 5 to 7 items a week. Not a lot. And most of them are $15 items. So again, not a huge boost. But the fact that it's been, granted my store has been on vacation, but it's been 3 days and I've only sold one item is a little unfortunate. And that I've been actively listing 5 items a day, and that used to be my sweet spot. Granted, I have dropped under 700 items in my store, and 700 tend to work really well. 500 was really our tipping point where we need at least 500, and right now I think I'm around 640. So I do need to list more to boost back up to that 700. I do have a death pile to go through. We just had a lot of stuff going on in May and June, and I didn't list a lot in May, so my store was getting kind of slow anyway in May, and then June happened. And I'm hoping the reason sales are so slow in June is a lot of people were doing what we were doing, and they were also on vacation, and they didn't want to have things shipped to their house. I did buy things in May and June, but they were mainly vacation focused, and that's just not what our store is. Our store is bread and butter brands. You're not going to need vintage buttons for your vacation and stuff like that, because the things I have bought in the past 2 months have been vacation. I will say eBay is running a pretty decent 4th of July sale through their site, so that might boost some more sales. Amazon Prime Day is coming up July 11th and 12th, and they are already starting to run their pre-Prime sales, which I've already taken advantage of, not for my eBay store, but for myself personally, actually for my son. If anybody needs Under Armour shoes, they normally run $75 to $80. They have them on sale for $38. So I went ahead and bought 2 sizes in them. He's worn the same shoes since kindergarten, but these taking advantage of Prime Day sales. So if they're, looking for something on Prime, they may jump over to eBay and look for stuff on eBay. So we have that coming. Also, on top of this all, I got vacation sick. So anytime we go far away on vacation, I come back and I will always have a head cold. And so I've had a head cold all week since we've been home, and I've just been dragging. And it's just been unfortunate because I am only listing things that are already photographed, and I haven't had a chance to clean off our table and photograph new items, which is very unfortunate because I need to start photographing. I'm running out of pictures that I've taken, and I do have a large abundance of items to photograph. So there's no shortage there, and if I photograph them, then I can get them sorted. I also, again, do inventory around the first of the fiscal year, and I just feel like junk, like junk steamed on top of a oven junk. So I haven't got around to doing inventory. It's very important to do inventory for 2 reasons. One, you might have items. I have items now that I've had for almost 5 years that I am donating. They've gone through 2 cycles of, well, more than 2 cycles of inventory. So they will be donated after this cycle, and that will free up 2, if not 3 tubs total. I can consolidate other tubs that are half empty. I will also find things that are dropped off of eBay. So things I thought were listed that are no longer listed. I still have 2 baskets of things that dropped off, listings that dropped off that I need to rephotograph and list from the inventory I did in January, because that's how I've not got my crap together. With school stuff coming up, with extracurriculars coming up, I really need to boost the eBay sales because, like I've said in previous videos, we don't use eBay to pay our bills. We don't rely on eBay, which is nice because, when you have months where you make $15.99, then that's, it's not like, oh my God, we're not going to pay our electricity. We're not going to pay this. We're not going to pay that. But we do use eBay to pay the extras. So we have a really big vacation coming up in October that we need to pay down on, and eBay helps with that. The kids' sports, I've already signed them up for a couple of their fall sports already. And with 3 kids, just doing like Park District rec sports, you're looking at $300. And eBay sales help with that. eBay sales help with buying sports equipment, any extra activities. So like if we want to go to one of the cities next to us and go to a museum or go to another water park, we do have a membership to our water park, but eBay also helped pay for that. eBay back in January paid for our membership for our water park. So the extras, it's very helpful. Granted, this year, and I can't believe I'm saying this is insane, this year I don't have to pay preschool tuition. I have had to pay preschool tuition every year with a couple years in between. So I've had to pay 6 years of preschool tuition total. And for me, the past 2 years, it has been $3,500 a year for preschool tuition. And I don't have to pay that this year. It is absolutely insane to think about that. And since I'm not having any more kids, that was when I was writing the check in May, I was almost in tears because I was like, this is my last preschool tuition ever. My youngest will start kindergarten in the fall, and our school fees are only $80 for the entire year, which is way different than $3,500. So we will be saving money there, which is a load off our shoulders, but we're both driving very old cars that I know, like I'm side-eyeing my van every time we get into it. We just drove 13 hours away and 13 hours back in my 10-year-old minivan that has a completely replaced engine, and I'm like, ugh, side-eyeing it. And I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I'm superstitious to get happy about not having to pay $3,500 a year because I'm worried that that's going to get replaced with something. I'm worried that, fate's gonna come down or karma's gonna happen or something, and I'm gonna get like a huge bill for something. So we always use eBay to pay for the extras, which helps a lot because those extras are what can make or break people, and we're lucky that we can limp along even when eBay's slow, because the good months do perk us up. Again, selling one item in June is kind of rough, and I'm hoping to sell more in July. I'm hoping to pick sales up again. Like I've said in previous videos, January is very busy for us. February is very busy for us. July and August are also very busy for us because we sell a lot of store brands, a lot of bread and butter mall brands. Right now I'm listing uniform pants that my son has outgrown that I know other people may be looking for online. So those will sell. School stuff sells. I list off season too. So I have bathing suits I'll list now, even though people are probably starting to look for fall and winter. I'll list winter in the winter. I'll list winter in the summer. I don't care. I'll list it when I get it, because if I save it, then I'll forget. So all of that's going on. I'm hoping to feel better soon. I've literally been living off of cold medicine since I've gotten back from vacation. Round the clock cold medicine, sleeping in a chair because I can't breathe. It's been amazing. Plus we had the weird like smoke out where we couldn't go outside for 2 days because the air quality was so bad. And we were incredibly lucky. Tornadoes ripped through our area last night, and a lot of people still don't have power today. We never lost power, and we usually always lose power, so we are very lucky for that. But all this means I should be getting my crap together and listing. So thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.